It's Tuesday and I'm alive, so let's do this. I was very sick last week, so it feels kinda almost like that week never happened, for me at least. So yeah, we're doing the chest today. I'm gonna continue streaming this for a while, I think, because it's quite easy to pick up and it's quite fun. I mean, it's a cow on a chest. So, I guess that's it. I had a brief look before I started, but just gonna go and have like a small look and see what I did last time. And I'm missing a lot of pieces. I'm focused a lot on this side because it's gonna be mirrored. So I guess we're just gonna have to get back into it. Hello, Daniel. Wavy hand. Let's see, I have some subtools that are... Oh yeah, it's coming back. Everyone thought this was a turkey leg. What are these? Oh, that's right. It's just something I put on the back here. So right now, yeah, that's right, we don't really have anything. So, first thing first, we should probably extend this a bit, so we have something for this one to rest on. Unless we should actually take... I had a part here just recently. Oh, there's so many subtools now. Maybe we can use this one. Hi Rome! How are you doing? Happy to see you pop by. So what I want to do is just to have this piece a little bit more as a back piece for the head, so it's not too empty. You're doing great, Ron, and Twitch seems to be doing great too, because the delay seems to be a lot smaller than usual, at least for me. Oh, you mean like getting notification for people being online, or just like delay as in video delay? It's Hearthstone music today, by the way, again. Well, again, I haven't heard it for a week, so perhaps for you guys it's like again. Just like last time. Guess that's kind of fine. We just want to have something here in the back. Like the stream video delay. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. that it's better for you. I haven't really noticed that myself when I watched other streamers, so... How I am? I am doing much better, thank you. I had a horrible week. It was really shitty. I had like a wisdom tooth surgery in the lower jaw here. Like supposed to be quite simple. They, you know, drill it out, take it away, make some stitches, and then you're good to go. It's gonna be a little bit painful, you have painkillers, and then you're good to go to work the next day. Except that I was one of the few rare cases, apparently, where it can go a little bit more wrong and complicated. So I got like a swelling. At first it was just a little bit like, you know, like a chipmunk or like a hamster, like in the face here. But it just continued and continued, and the swelling got down to my throat. So you couldn't notice my cheek. It was just like giant blob fest, the whole thing. I couldn't swallow. It was hard to breathe. It was just a mess. Several doctor's appointment, and then like some medication, and after a few days it actually just, you know, looked normal. It's been a week, but still hard to eat. So, and still gonna have to eat antibiotics for like a week more. So take some time to heal, but I'm doing much better. I couldn't stand last week. That was not a nice experience. So I wouldn't recommend to anyone to remove their wisdom teeth after that. Hello, Niam or Björn. How are you doing? Yikes, I cannot even hear the drill. I cannot imagine having my wisdom tooth taken out. Well, it's supposed to be an easy procedure. It wasn't, though. A bit upset that it got, you know, became so wrong. Hello, OC Diva. How are you doing? Good evening, good evening. Trying to get back to my project that I haven't seen for, what is it? Almost 2 weeks. Trying to figure out what I have been doing on this. Right. Well, I think we can just copy the back piece though. The weather is bananas as usual. Oh, you mean rain and cold? Not too bad. How's the loot chest coming along? Well, I haven't been working on it since last stream, which is like 2 weeks ago. So I'm trying to figure out how it's coming along, like what I did last time. I have such a bad memory with these things. It's supposed to be, but everyone I know had that procedure told me that they were the rare case when something went wrong. Not sure what to think about that though. Oh, maybe that's just something the dentists tell you then, that it's a rare case. Don't wanna do that again though. Nasty. No, I was like considering removing my other wisdom tooth, but no, it's gonna have to be there for the rest of my life. Looks cool so far. Thank you. That's good. Then I don't have to worry too much. Hello Aslan! How are you doing? You sure it will come together? Well, you don't know me. Sometimes I can really lose it and I won't end up looking like this. It's a good thing that I have a concept to follow. I mean, God, if I wouldn't have had like a concept, I'm not sure what that would have ended up being. Just like with my other environment, is I can never come to a decision. So if I just follow this, it's gonna be smooth. Last few days I've been able to get to work on my bike by using my jacket as a sail. Going home is like going up a steep incline. For you aren't aware, Amsterdam is a flat pancake. Wow. But that sounds like using the wind. That's good. It's so nice to bike in Amsterdam. Because it's so flat. You don't need those electrical bikes at all for that. It's so nice. There's some stuff here that is not really adding up. Did you subscribe again, Aslan? Wow, dedication. Aslan has signed up. Oh, it says here on my. Thank you. It feels like you're doing that every time though, or is that? Yeah, I don't know. This time we at least can see your message, Aslan. Like last time we couldn't, so it seems like you haven't figured that out. Oh, the tail was the last thing I did. I remember now. And we don't have a backside. Right. Alright. So what I should do, for my own like sanity, I should copy all of these over, even though I maybe don't gonna sculpt them then, just to make sure. So it's oh, I haven't had a mirror and weld. Don't want to do that. Gonna have to make some new shortcuts. Did it turn when I mirrored it? Oh, okay, no, I was just cheated by the perspective, I think. Or was I? I'm a bit confused. Let's delete this one. And yeah, that's more about it. It looked like it was like tilted when I mirrored it. It's just me using wonky shapes. You get a notification every month that you can share. So that's what you're doing. You're bragging. Happy accidents happens when working organically. Yeah, I mean, I like doing that, especially for Stylized. It's just more fun that way. But then you get those things as well. Should reset this. Right. The Bob Ross approach. The problem with that is that his happy little smudges is looking like a detailed tree, rock, or a bush. My happy little smudge is just like looking like a smudge. Actually, I always feel like he's ruining it though. That's why it's so funny to watch it in Twitch or like, yeah, together with people. It's like, no, you ruined it! And then after a while it actually gets good. Because when he's painted that like blue sky with clouds and stuff, and then he started adding those darker spots, it's always like, no! It looks ugly now! But then it transforms into this magical tree. I would like to have those skills. I did not duplicate it. Okay, let's do that. I want to have a better sense of the shape, so that's why we should duplicate it. That looks about right, I think. Though I'm wondering if this one should be shorter because of this, like more squashed. Then again, that would look more and more silly, I think. So we have those. I guess we should then move this on this axis as well. What should we do about this? Delete it and then mirror. We should merge these though. Nice. Okay, then we have it on the back side. I love that the tail is also a handle. Yeah, I never really saw it like a handle though. I mean, people have been speculating about how this works in general. Like, it's supposed to be a chest, but it's been a general like thing to figure out, like, how do you actually open this? Someone has suggested that the tail is like some kind of lever. for the head to kind of like go out and open. Oh, there's been all kind of different weird solution to this. But I mean, if it's not like a lever, then it could be a handle. So I don't know, I didn't make the concept art, so no clue. Still trying to wrap my head around like how this actually opens in a nice way. It's like... let's do a lot of smudges and color mixes. Me, alright. Don't be afraid to really smudge it all over. Me, some easiness. Now we'll just... those little details. See, we got a sky. Me still has just a couple of smudges. Aw. I mean, that's how I feel as well, so... at least when I'm painting. So, yeah. I like watching that. Or have it just on the side when you're working. It's nice, like, almost like therapy. It's a cool detail anyway. Yeah, I like the concept of this chest. It's weird, but it's like funny and interesting at the same time. So that's why I choose it, to have some, like, it's, you know, the loot box thingy became a cow chest. More fun that way, right? This function cannot be applied to meshes with multiple subdivision level. Right. Well, then he's only gonna have one horn if you're gonna be like this, that Zbrush. At least for now, until I'm mostly done with the shape. Yep, those small little feet. Right. So let's add this one. Mirror. Oh, that's also the older piece. So yeah, very unique and eye-catching shapes. Indeed. Funny thing though is today I was listening to a podcast, like a Swedish like gaming podcast. They talk about random stuff, sometimes reviewing games. It's just in general fun. They were talking about like the levels, like the mythical level in Diablo with the cow level that spun into like actually becoming a real secret level for Diablo 2 and so on. It was just fun to hear the whole like story up until today, and it like seeing this chest reminded me of the cow level they were talking about. Ouch, that's something I didn't really think about. So, I mean, we have the head in the way here, so gonna have to figure out the backside. It's looks like a mess. Hmm. I remember that level. Move, move, move. I actually don't. I didn't play it. I just heard of it. Like people were apparently walking around, pressing the cows in the game, like talking to them, and random orders to trigger it. At least in the first game, because it didn't have it, and then the second one, they actually did have one. It sounded like a very funny story, like the dynamic between the game dev and like the community. Are you making a ball spot for the backside? You mean adding like butt cheeks on the backside? That would be funny. I mean, actually, I'm probably never gonna render it from the side, but I'm always putting them up in these 3D viewers. It could be a nice Easter egg for everyone who's like, oh, look at this chest, and then they're looking at it at Sketchfab or something, and then they turn it around and like it's butt cheeks on the backside. It could be funny. Could be. I mean, if I'm tired enough, I could basically agree to it. Like that shiny detailed SpongeBob style butt. Exactly that one. Oh, that's messy. I'm not sure what I should do here, if I should, if I should don't care, and then just... Well, we could care about it. It's just tedious to do it like this. Maybe it would be just easier to do trim dynamic. I'm too lazy to retopologize this. Too lazy. Yeah, it's a mess. I don't think like all of the shapes are just made with, you know, primitives in Zbrush, so I didn't really do anything in Maya this time. Then it would have been cleaner, of course. I would just extrude that part from the top. Since the top is clean, you mean? Yeah. That way I will have a cleaner mesh in general. But then again, it would be a pain to get this shape back. Or would it? then again, this is also painful. It works though. Efficiency is just more clever form of laziness. Yeah, better than doing an hour of welding, if that's even a thing in ZBrush. Or I just don't use the dynamic thing, and what we could do instead is just dynamesh it. We should probably group it first. Sheets. I mean, this works. It's gonna be sculpted on anyway, you know, with the edges and stuff, so it doesn't really matter. It's just that we can't have that look in there. But I'm probably gonna do the cuts in here on this one first anyway, and then we're gonna have to copy it here and sculpt on that, so it's like, it's more, this made me think about that we need to make something for the backside. Didn't I make... Here we go. Gonna have deformation. Oh, that's right. Okay, so this one actually do need those points that we were masking away in the beginning. So we can cover it up. Okay, so then we have the connection issue here as well, which we didn't have here. It's always nicer to have like big stuff covering other things and you can insert, like intersect them, but here we don't. It's not a big issue for small prop, but I've stopped allowing it for large objects. Gonna keep those sub D so you can manage the scene. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but as a hobby thingy, don't care too much. Also, since I'm more comfortable with doing those shapes in Maya, I would have done that, and then it's easier for sub D anyway. But for C modeling it only, yeah, I feel it works. So what should we do here then? doesn't look convincing. So we basically need like it going like this or something. Like connecting here in a better way. I wonder if we should have it like this. Well, don't have to care too much about it. We have the shape at least. Now we should figure out this part. If we're gonna keep it or what we want to do with it. Or if we maybe want to make it even smaller. Perhaps something smaller works. Good thing I cancelled that, so I didn't accidentally merge it with something else. I guess that works. Let's make a quick save as well. So, because my computer is famous for crashing a lot. I'm usually like cold when I'm streaming or at the computer, so I got this electric blanket, but man, it's almost too warm with it. My hands are actually warm. I'm never warm in my hands. They are always cold when I'm working, but having something heating, you know, a heating blanket on my legs, my hands are warm. It's a bit strange, but I guess it has to do with circulation. But it's nice to have a blanket with heating in it. Handy, we have a cylinder here. Perhaps we can make use of that. Because we need those small bolts. So we have them there. I guess we can put those rivets in there later. So, okay, let's count the splits here. Thank you for the follow, Shale22. I appreciate that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe? 4, so 7 in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. If it's like the same and then just one giant big thing up here. Hello, Kevin! How are you doing? What's up? So... we should split these equal. Let's store morph so we actually have something to work with. Oh, is it dynamic subdiv on it? Yeah, okay. Apply. I just wanna make a quick, so it's the middle, so then it's should be here. But if it's here, no, that wouldn't work. Then we need more. Need to make them bigger in that case. Oh, it's going. Nice answer. It's going. What do you think Alex would say about the pudginess of the shapes? I think Alex would have a lot of opinions about the whole thing in, you know, in general. Alex can give me feedback. Alex was my lead at Guerrilla Games. He was a great lead actually. Gave me a lot of handful tips. Learned a lot. Yeah, just placing things and stuff. Placing things and stuff. As in like in life, you placing things and stuff, or like as in on your stream when you've been working, you placing things and stuff. Let's see how this works. I mean, it's supposed to be cartoony, so does it really matter if this part and this part are unequal sizes? That's the thing though, we can't really see what's going on here, but it feels like it's a rivet here, here, and here. It feels like it should split here and then be a small little rivet up here, but then it's not on the tail. And it feels like this one is wider than the tail. It's uneven. Let's make it more like the picture, like split it up a little bit more, have more parts. It feels better. Oh yeah, I'm just walking around the office moving things and stuff. Lol. No level stuff. Moving stuff in the level. Oh yeah, that's right. You're at work at the moment. Right? Because it's in the morning. Or afternoon or something. It's like when I'm watching your streams, then it's like morning for me, but it's kind of evening for you, I guess. It's just the reverse. Hello, Captain! How are you doing? Right, does this feel better? Like, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, split, so then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 rivets. I think this is gonna be the design. Earth and its time zones. Yeah. But the Earth is flat, right? I am really nice. How about you? I am doing better. I just told everyone a while ago here that I removed a wisdom tooth and had complications that, well, ended with me being home for a week with fever and infections. So yeah, but I'm doing better. I have like 4 stitches in my mouth, so it's a bit hard to eat. But it works. It's gonna be fine. So that's why I didn't stream last week, because I was knocked out. There's like 3 of the days that I don't remember at all, because it was just like blurry, painful, feverish dream. So so now we have these sketched out, so that's good. The Earth has budonka, no pancakes, but here. You're the only streamer that I watch that is located in the same time zone as me. So I'm not used to looking at the stream schedule and not having to convert it to my time. Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue, right? Time zones and conversions. I always ask Google, like, my time zone, and then I grab the other time zone, like, you know, 9 GTM in PS Pacific time, and then it spits it out, and you're like, okay. So do not talk, just be quiet. It's a bit hard when you're streaming. But yeah, that was basically also what I did last week. Not talk too much. talking is actually fine now. Especially since my face looks normal. It was like giant blob before. I now know how I would look like if I gained a lot, so it's like my whole face. Nice 3-day coma. It wasn't a coma, it was painful. I wish it would have been a coma, cause then it wouldn't have hurt so much. See, set for life. Cute hamster. People messaged me about me looking like a chipmunk, so fine, I will delete subdivisions if it makes you happy, Zbrush. You haven't got your wisdom tooth out? I recommend not. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Apparently, it should be painful for a day or two, and you should be able to work the day after. But nope. And apparently, everyone is a special case. Oh, damn it! What is it doing? Nice. Rainbow colors! Chipmunk. Ricky Gaming. Hello there. I had a blackout for like 3 days. I was pretty rough week. Sounded like a fun week if you wouldn't know the details. Yeah. I'm not sure if a blackout for 3 days is accurate, but yeah, it's like memory loss kinda, I guess. Hello there, Yrkesgrupp. I think it was due to the high fever that made me kind of not remember it, or it's more like everything was just a long blur, and then like all of a sudden 3 days had passed, and all like the medication, the antibiotics started helping, and half of the swelling was reduced, and you were like, oh, I'm alive, you know, like a phoenix coming out, like. It was mostly painkillers, Kevin, like different ones, and a lot of them, and then antibiotics. But I guess a lot, yeah, a lot of them. So, wasn't that fun at all. We should delete hidden. Blackout for 3 days. Were you in Vegas? Were you in Vegas? I wish. So now we have them split up in colors. Beautiful. I got all 4 taken out when I was 19. was put to sleep. Sucks to be sucks to cure it badly for you. You had all your 4 wisdom teeth when you were 19? Wow. I think I have both of them down here. This one is on the way on the left side, and this one hasn't even showed up. Damn. I mean, in a way you're lucky, right? That you could take out them all at the same time. Not sure if I said it here, but congrats on the lead roll. Aw, thank you! I appreciate that. It's March, right? Yeah. It's the 3rd month as in my new role. I wouldn't call that lucky though. Well, I mean, it depends. I have to take them out one by one. If you have all 4 of them, you can remove them. But in a sense, like, not getting them at all? Yeah, exactly. You're lucky if you don't have them at all. But you're more lucky if you get them all at once, right? Oh, you were still on your parents' insurance. Oh, that's smart then to take them all out at the same time. Let's see, we wanna split these into group split. Okay. Gonna move this one. Close hole. You got a promotion, amazing, congratulations, thank you! Not sure if it's a well, it is a promotion, I guess. It's a new role. I'm doing less 3D work and staring more at Excel, I guess. So, when I had an old lady once that asked me if I was coding in Excel as a game developer. I mean, back then I was like, oh, you know, almost laughing at it, like, in Excel? No, like, that's, no, but now I would be like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. So, that's what I'm doing. Seems like I cut it a little bit on the side. Oh well. Close hole. How many leads we are at, guys? Talking about environment. For environment, I guess 1.5. We have one that is environment, and the half is because I'm halfly for environment, I guess, and then a bit for the rest as well, like... it's complicated. You can't really say that anyone is, like, taking care especially about environment, because then we have another guy as well. Taking care of the 3D department. We are 5. So, yeah. It's always complicated when it's like, who belongs to what and stuff. Ah, interesting. Excel. I can do is copy and paste and yell at it. That's pretty much what I can do with Excel as well. Sounds about right. Unless it's Excel, it's something different than... Oopsie. No, Excel, like Google Spreadsheet, whatever you want to call it. But it's not only what I'm doing. It's more like, of course, I'm exaggerating, but it's noticeable that you do less hands-on, like, asset production, like for me, like, oh, here you go, do this and that. It's more managing other people when you're a lead, showing and teaching and stuff, planning. Didn't I... What happened here? Did I control... Must have accidentally controlled... controlled Z on that one. Train free or thumbs up. I like the nurturing and cultivating talent portion. I get scared of not being able to create as much. Well, it's perhaps not for everyone to be a lead in that sense. Mask must be cleared. Okay, I have a mask, sorry. Perhaps something else, you know, being principal or... Yeah, there's tons of other position you can, you know, be, you know, senior. Lead doesn't necessarily always mean the next step for everyone. For me, it's kind of a relief to not do that much 3D. I know it sounds weird, but I mean, can't get that much more exciting after doing same models all the time anyway, you know. Then it's better for me to spend that time with something I like to do, which is then like taking care of managing and showing people, teaching, you know. This is the mistakes I made, and this is how you do not make those mistakes. But then again, also driving tools and you know, setting standards, like this is the result we should achieve, and then get everyone to achieve that same result in the team. It's a lot of work doing that as well, and it's very fun. It's very rewarding talking to people, showing, teaching, and sometimes you learn something new from them as well. So I kind of like it. And when I say like doing the same type of meshes and stuff, it's more like if you 3D model, for me it can't, even if it's a tank or if it's like a share, it's making a 3D model in my, it's the same steps. You make the high poly, low poly, UV, bake, blah 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 blah. Sometimes you make tiling textures and then on the model, and like it's the same procedure, and it can get a bit tiresome sometimes. So, but maybe in you know, so a couple of months or a year, I would be like, oh god, I really miss modeling. But now I can use that energy, modeling creativity or whatever you want to call it, and use it on stream instead. So that's a nice thing as well. Gives me more energy in, when I come back home. Maybe I'm just talking in nonsense here. Hello, nice work. Hello, Train 3R. Thank you. Trying my best. It's nice that you can set the bar and standards so you know what you need to do. Yeah, I like it. Also, it gives me power. Like, now we do it like this, and everyone has to do it like that. Well, only if it's like a good, you know, solution. The dream stream. I had a week ago an interview, and the art director who interviewed told me that for not bothering all the day the lead assigned the new work, especially the juniors, a buddy that answers all the question you have. Do you have something like that in a big studio like DICE? Oh, it's like a mentor, right? Yeah, like an onboarding program. Yes, there is one. So, but bothering, I wouldn't say that. But yeah, sometimes the leads don't have time to specifically be your mentor a couple of weeks. You know, it takes a time to onboard someone in a project and the studio, so then you assign someone as a mentor, but the lead is still, or should be involved in the progress. But I guess everyone gets one, so it's not just like juniors. I had one when I started as well. Or I had multiple different ones, depending on the subject. Just to show me around and how the tools works and so on. Because it's different to work with Frostbite and all the other engines I've been using. So this has a big ship mark in here. Which style I prefer more, realistic or stylized? I see you're good in both. Thanks. Well, it depends a lot, I guess. If I'm working with stylized, you know, during the day at the office, like when I was working at Apex Construct, where we only made stylized, then I prefer making realistic if I do something at home, and the other way around, I guess, for if I'm working with something realistic, then I wish to do stylized. So, but I must say that stylized is more fun in a way. It gives me more freedom to, or at least it feels like I get more freedom to be more wonky. And like, you know, as you've seen me being like, just copy pasting, and when I'm doing realistic stuff, I'm more keen on having all the measurements and so on correct. And I don't like freehand it as much, and then I really do want to use Maya. At least for the base. Unless it's very organic, then of course it's gonna be Zbrush. Oh, but he meant more like a junior have tons of questions and lead looks always busy, so for not avoiding asking them some question, they assign you a buddy that is another environment artist in this case. Right. You mean like that? Yeah, well, we do have, like, the mentor is the buddy as well. So you can go and ask that person questions all the time. But I do get what you mean. Like, and that's more like if the lead isn't there. And yeah, I guess to take some stress out of the lead's plate. So, yeah. But that's just that's a mentor. Back, what did I miss? Not much, me rambling, Kevin. Thank you for the follow, Frankatham. Apex Legend or another Apex? Whoa! Holy! Jesus, thanks for that. Just jumped in my face. No, Apex Construct. It's like, you've probably seen articles on the internet, like people confusing Apex Construct with Apex Legend, being upset that Apex Construct wasn't Apex Legend. Like, Apex Construct is a VR game that we developed. It's like, it was quite silly to see. But I was only there on that studio for a year. Yeah, as Aslan said, thanks for the clarification. I think it depends on the person who is the lead. When it comes to like being busy and mentoring and stuff, yeah, I guess. We were talking about like, or, well, if well, we were talking about mentors and buddies, assigning someone. Thank you for the follow, Train 3R. That when you go as to the work, like you start and you're a new person, that instead of asking the lead a lot of questions, that you get a buddy that can help you out, like that you can go to for questions, and that instead of like constantly asking your lead, like where do I find this, or how do I start this, how do you do this, and like there can be quite a lot of questions when you work. So we were talking about buddies and mentors at work, and if leads are too busy, and if, yeah, you know. So that was the topic. And for my part, if we have someone new, I'm helping out with teaching people. That's part of my job. And I'm teaching the juniors as well at our office. So, but then they would then get a buddy as well, since some of us can't always be at our desks. I think sometimes you have meetings all the day and you're like sitting at your desk for maybe 10 minutes, an hour or something. Some days you're like at your desk all the time. It depends on. Your first job was on Horizon Zero Dawn? Question mark. Yes. That was my first job. If you don't count the short internships I had before that. Everyone needs a work husband, wife. Aw. Wife. I think we're gonna make the strokes a little bit broader. You miss doing lead stuff sometimes, Kevin. But I find the way that we structure being a lead here, you end up just being a manager. Ah. Yeah, I guess that, like, it's always gonna depend on the studio and, you know, vary a lot. Shippiness is now hosting. Oh, thank you! Thank you for the host. It pop up as a notification in my OBS client. I like that they do that it pops up. I'm jealous that you guys have structure. I'm jealous that you guys have structure. Oh, that sounds so sad. It's like, it can imply so many things. It was a shit show where I worked, and I still don't understand how we even got games done. Aww. You wrote where I worked. Can I take that as you're in a better workplace now? Yeah, it wasn't so much like that before, like you got to do a ton of the content world building, but now it changed a lot. Right. Let's bump this up to so have some more resolution to work with. Anytime, gonna grab something to eat. You do that! Food sounds like a good thing to eat. We do have like managers as well, and then we have leads. They do different type of jobs. Just to avoid it getting like a manager thing. But if you stay too much time as a lead, won't it be hard you to go back to 3D stuff? No, I'm doing 3D stuff as well, so it's more like I do both, kinda. But I'm not gonna do as much. So while it usually before was like, you know, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Before I got the lead title, I was like, you know, you have your assets, you have a list, doing stuff in order. Hi cat, gonna scare me again? And you just do them, and you have deadlines for them. Like you produce, you build stuff all the time. But now it's more like a mix. So I have some stuff that I do, but some of the stuff that I do is like benchmark for other people, so they know what they should do and what we expect as quality. So it's like still building stuff, and if I'm gonna push quality and show how we do things, I still need to do the 3D, because I need to show them how to do it, right? So I do that as well. My cat is here. Come here. I know you want attention. Question. Yes, at DICE where you work, do they ever outsource? And if yes, do they go over ArtStation portfolios? Just curious. If they do outsource, yes, they do outsource. If they do go over ArtStation portfolios for outsourcing, no. Because outsourcing and freelancing is two different things. Outsourcing is more like other studios. freelancing is when you hire contractors or like, you know, just one time fixing things or bunch of stuff. I did some art directing for a year and now I'm doing freelance. A bit gun shy, to be honest. Was 6 years of hell. Oh. Do you feel like it's better to do freelancing then? I have heard it can be struggle and like a blessing. If you can manage your time and you have a steady like job income, then it's nice, but it can be very stressful in the times where you don't have that. Are you quoting me wrong? Food sounds like a good thing to eat. Game 2019. Me slowly puts aside a can of paint. Oh. Well, if you haven't eaten Rome dinner and you're in the same time zone, you should eat. Really. It's good. I hereby state it's good to eat. I'm actually kind of worried about some coworkers, like none of them do 3D cast, they do level assembly. Some haven't made assets in like 4 years. Oh, you mean that it can be scary sometimes in that regard, that you have other people there, but they don't really do that type of work. Yeah. Some haven't made assets in like 4 years. Damn. It's a long time. A lot of stuff changes in 4 years as well, with tools and tech and development. Look, dev is so fun, unless you're making the same thing 30 times. Yeah. After a while, after a couple of years, you kind of made a little bit of everything, so that's why it's nice to have a little bit of a break. Thank you for the... Oh, it's a raid. Party of 15. Damn. Hello! 15 new more people. And I already have a hard time keeping up with the chat as it is. Thank you for the raid. Let's go. Hi all. Well, let me zoom out at least so people can see my magnificent creation, the cow chest. But thank you, Casper Live. Now it feels a bit scary, like people actually watching. A lot of people watching. Feel stage frightened. I'm trying to catch up with what you wrote before. Oh, Train 3R. Well, I mean, they do not outsource to individuals, but they do get contractors, so... But it's just 2 different tracks, I would say. No pressure. Thank you, Aslan. It's tricky. I miss working in an office and it's the benefits, and I was making decent money. The biggest problem is I have unqualified jerks being directors and senior management. Wow. Oh, so that's what you not wanna go back to high-end company. Don't mean to be the downer on your stream. No, well, everyone has their own like opinion, you know, about where they want to work. If they want to have a small team, be in a big corporate studio, be by themselves, you know, go full indie. Everyone has their preferences and experiences, so don't feel like that. No one will be able to climb out of your webcam. Don't say that. Make me think about like scary movies crawling out of the TV. But yeah, this is what I'm working on. We call it a loot box. That's where it started. Was going to make a loot box. Found a nice concept, a cow, Taurus Chest, and then we've been, yeah, doing this one. So it's still early, work in progress. Don't judge. You need to make massive changes to your loot box. I must have missed that. Did you start on it? Like a loot box thingy? Because, you know, I was, as we already talked about, I was sick last week, so I don't know if I missed it. I'm sad if I missed this now. Super secret lunch project. It's not a super secret project anymore, though. Do you have anything to share? I want to see this loot box. I feel like we had an agreement of making loot boxes, and so I wanna see what you came up with. But you're doing like jam right now, right? Lunch project, lunchbox, loot box. Wordplay. It's a nice one. So we wanna have kind of the same. We have a big ship here, so we kind of want to keep that. Like that. That works. Should bump up the dynamesh again, I guess. Use pinch. Yeah. Everyone should join in doing the loot box challenge. Make a nice chest. Guess that works. I think it was a good decision to split it up into 4 parts, even though this one is 3 and this seems to be 4. Now when they actually are split, it feels more like there's another type of synergy in here with the rivets. Some of these, like, it's Hearthstone playing in the background, the music. Feels like some of the tracks I haven't heard before. It must be like the newer expansions that I never played. Just trying to straighten it out a little bit. Oh, okay, we should... There's some like small scraps in there. It was left from the split, so it looked like I had like a duplicate, but it wasn't. You're retopping it right now at home. Let's have a look. That's a tank, Kevin. That's a tank. Is this your loot box? How do you open it? Or is this the jam? That's not the loot box. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy if that's the loot box. Metal slug. It's so adorable. Yeah, I must agree. This is really cute. I really love the style. So it's just retopping and then texturing, I guess. That's cool, Kevin. Great job. Did you model it in Maya first and then brought it into Zbrush for detailing, or... Wait, did I actually see when you... I think, yeah, I saw when you were working in Maya. My memory's coming back. I saw parts of it. How can something so deadly be so cute? It's really lovely. That's cute. Where do you get those stylized concepts? This is the loot crate though. Yeah, Maya and then Zbrush. Oh, you went for the Viking one! Cool! So, same procedure then, Maya and then Zbrush? Ah, that's cool, Kevin. I love it. Viking. The helmet looks funky as well. It's you found like a I think I've seen this one before though, the chest, when I was browsing around at Pinterest, or am I mistaken? Is there, you do have a concept for this one, right? But it's really cool, Kevin. I'm happy that you're doing a chest. And you choose a funky one as well. You have to redo the back? Aw. Happens sometimes. Guess sometimes you have to redo stuff. It's from the same Instagram I think we both follow. Oh, the school, right? That's Smirnov School. They make some amazing concepts. I think I've seen a lot of them on Instagram, Instagram through Pinterest. So I'm not sure if I actually do follow that one, but I know if it's the Smirnov School thing, then it's probably the same. I wish I could make those concepts myself. It would have been nice to make the concept myself. There's tons of rings and metal like bells on the back, so need to redo it all. Aww. All of it? Damn. That's harsh. Redoing it all. There's a lot of good things from Smirnoff. It's not the alcohol I'm talking about. No, guys. It's actually this school. So if you're interested in the person who made the concept, it's Elena Savchenkol. Or you can see it there. But no, Smirnov school. It's almost like Smirnoff, but it's a school. Sounds like a place. It's not that bad. I was learning a bunch with the hairbrush. You used a hairbrush? I'm gonna have to check this out. I guess you have it on the stream when you were using that hairbrush. Sounds interesting. But yeah, it's a school. I'm not talking about the alcohol. Spelled differently, pronounced kinda the same-ish. But that's really cool, Kevin. I'm looking forward to see the finalization, the texturing on that tank. It's gonna be fun to see. I think we all can agree that you have a lot of fun, whatever Smirnoff you choose. Yeah, sure, we can all agree on that. Like how people thought I was talking about Smirnoff, the drink brand, having cool concepts on their webpage. Cool stylized concepts. Hope to get to texturing this weekend, fingers crossed. Well, good luck. I'm looking forward to it. I guess you're all like, you know, not working on the cyberpunk environment anymore, right? Having a complete break now. You will go back someday. Aw. It's good to have some breaks. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, with doing this as well, like having a break from that environment. It's not like I'm not gonna do it, it's just that I needed to I needed to do something else a little while, and think about how I wanna solve some of the things I had in mind for it. So many guns to make. Aww. Right, we have fixed all of them on this side. Let's go into some more detailing. Really looking forward to it. Gotta show up on some of your streams, Sir Digital Bacon. Yes, you should all go and look at Kevin. He streams more often than me, and he's really nice watching when he's working. It's funny and makes some cool shit. Also, it streams in the other time zone, so it's like flipped. Refreshes the brain a bit. I made sure to follow you. Go and follow him. Or stalk him. Not sure what you prefer there, Kevin. Followers or stalkers? I don't even like guns. Why do I make guns? I think it's a thing almost all 3D artists makes a lot of guns and weapons. Guns and weapons all over the place, all of them AK-47s. I'm pretty sure that's almost everyone I made is standard. Like, maybe an AK-47, like I haven't made an AK-47, but like Colt gun, like one of those standards gun, probably everyone I made them. Maybe I'm just jumping to conclusions though, and like assumptions about what I think everyone is doing, but seeing portfolios and ArtStation pages, it feels like a lot of people have them. Guns is an artist's rites of passage. Not that one, Aslan, but yeah, that one as well, I guess. I made a couple of other ones as well. It's not like you show everything in your repertoire or portfolio. Well, you can't. But indeed, I do have an old Colt laying in there. An ArtStation. I love when people do something original. I remember seeing a chainsaw crossbow on ArtStation a while back. Chainsaw crossbow? Sounds pretty cool. Oh, you subbed, Captain? With Twitch Prime. It's in Swedish for me on my chats. I'm trying to directly translate. Well, thank you. Again, I appreciate everyone like subbing or like giving bits and stuff. I'm still trying to wrap my head around like how all of these things works. I'm not the most technical blessed person when it comes to all of these new cool kid things with like YouTube and Twitch and Snapchat. I don't even have Snapchat. I just last week created an Instagram account for like art. I just feel very slow in general when it comes to these things. But I appreciate it, everyone. So thank you. Yeah, but internet will judge you on what's in your portfolio and think the only things you've done is what's in your portfolio. That's very true, Kevin, and that's very, very sad. Because, man, if I could have everything I made during production in my portfolio, it would be massive. Lots and lots of stuff. But yeah, it's just a few selections that the company would allow you. Unfortunately. Round. Came in an interview for Precision on BF5. Yeah, I sat there in the interview being like, I made a couple of pew pew. Please hire me. I like how you're making quotes now. Can make a small like compendium with the quotes you put in there. Gonna make me sound like a really retarded person. I just want to use this hype. I'm glad you guys like it. I didn't know what to make as an icon, but then I was just sitting there and I thought it was cute, so... How so many people think I only do props because of what I posted in my art station the past year. Aww. It's a bit sad that we can't show everything. But then again, do we really want to show everything we worked on as well? It just feels like it would be a hassle to put everything in there. I feel really outclassed in art station. Yeah, me too sometimes. And also it's like most students have more amazing portfolios than I have because they have time and can put in a lot of efforts like in making these grand big pieces and have them on art stations. I really like the hype one. Aw, I'm really glad you guys like it. And I have an entire notebook with random things you said. Usually sounding very demanding. Good, I can use those when I'm writing my memoirs later in life. I mean, with all of these things and notes you make, it should be pretty easy to have one, right? Or maybe you can write it for me, Aslan. Is that demanding sounding enough for you? Thank you for the follow, Grabling! That's kinda creepy. Nah, Aslan and I know each other a long time ago. Oh, thank you for the host as well, Gremling. Yeah, we went to uni together, so he started doing that back then. Like, I was staying up so late sometimes, working and stuff, and then fell asleep randomly, and just, you know, a lot of memory loss in general, it feels like. Man, that was a rough time. I was sitting up late every night. And then I would send work in progress screenshots to Aslan on Skype, which I don't even use anymore. You see how fast technology moves. So I think you saved all of them, right, Aslan? All the work in progress, and I don't have them myself. That's the funny part. So it's like he has a hard drive with old things. You have a Kim folder. I think it was a year ago or something where it came in handy. I needed to show some work in progress for an old thing I made for some students. Just to, well, just show them the progress of being a student and what I did and stuff. I was like, damn, I wish I'd have saved some of that back in the days, like work in progress screenshots. And then As was like, oh, well, I have a folder. I'm like, what? You have a folder? He was like, yeah, all the things you send on Skype. So it was really handy that you saved them. Yeah, school, I don't miss barely being alive. Yeah, I don't miss school either. Oh, sometimes I do. I would lie if I would say that I don't completely miss it. Because I do miss it in some sense. You know, being carefree, only caring about the newer, like, you know, just your studies and focusing on those goals, and you can decide yourself and staying up late. And people, as you mentioned. That's what I miss, but I don't miss the rest of it. Being poor and taking student loans and stuff like that. That's the part where I don't miss. Me freaking out at them? Yeah, I was like, holy shit, you kept all of these? Oh my god, it was like a memory, you know, a cave of memories, like coming back, oh, this is the time where I made this, and this is the time where I made that, and yeah. Was like, is that even showing? No, it's actually just this part. Sometimes game need to check sometimes before I start doing stuff. Just gonna have to find a solution for this because I want to show this more than that piece as well. I don't miss not being able to eat. I don't miss being poor. Is that a quote now, Daniel? Well, in some sense, I guess I'm still in a way, but not like student eating instant ramen noodles every day to make it through the month. That type of poor. I do still eat instant ramen though. But it's not like, oh, I have to do this month. Now I can do it because I want to eat instant ramen. Stop insulting my lunch meals. I'm sorry, Ram. Instant ramen is good. It's tasty. It has many flavors with noodles. I don't miss the poopy part-time jobs while going to college. Oh, that's a thing as well, yeah. I don't think my part-time job was too poopy though. I was teaching, like on the side, language courses, so it was fine. Oh gosh, I hated myself. I had to work a poopy job 6 days a week in school. Ah, that sounds horrible. Sounds really horrible. 6 days a week. Well, that would kill anyone. I eat them because I like them, not because I'm poor. I mean, yeah, student life sucks. I eat them also because I like them, but it was a while when you had to eat them because you didn't have a choice. Don't worry, try to cover up the delicious MGS chicken flavor oodles of noodles. How many languages I speak? Swedish, mother tongue, English. I did speak a fair amount of French, but that's 11 years ago, so I don't remember anything. Probably can get back into it. I did take Spanish course as well, Chinese, but the thing that I was teaching was actually Japanese. So it's yeah, I don't know. It was my hobby to. Is it a hobby to study languages? I guess it can be, right? But I would say the languages I speak now is Swedish, English, and Japanese. Because for me, I have so bad memory that if I don't use stuff, like even when it comes to skills and programs, or like, you know, in my work life as well, if I don't use it for many years, I just forget. It's just like that, it's gone, and I have to restart from the beginning. So yeah, I do read Dutch as well. I don't speak Dutch, but I can read Dutch and understand most of it, unless it's like very weird governmental papers, because then I can't understand shit. Always goes 200%. Hi! Sugoi! Nerd! Thank you, Dayo! I speak English and Canadian. I'm really keen on knowing the difference here between English and Canadian. I think we talked about this before, Kevin, right? Hey, 8-Bit Dylan. What is a good business email to reach you at? It's for a fun video project we're working on at Twitch. Oh, cool. Well, you can take the one from my portfolio, which is contact. Can I make a, or do I have English keyboard at the moment? I do, I need a Swedish one. Contact kimava.com. So that's my portfolio one. It's public on my portfolio, so anyone can reach me there. So you can message me on that email. I will be reaching out soon. I look forward to it. Sounds interesting. I speak English and bad English. Does that mean we speak the same language, Kevin? That's is that an insult or a compliment? Feels like you can read them the both way. Depends on if the Canadian is the insult or the the comment. Finally caught one of your streams. Hi there, and welcome. I'm gonna call you Specs, because the other letters before is gonna be hard for me to pronounce. If I spend a week in my hometown, my Canadian becomes really bad at stream. No. Oh, I really want to see that, Kevin. Please, like, just talking Canadian. That would be amazing. You nailed his name first try. It was only the last part of it, though. Could be either Avachan. I mean, Canadian bacon is tasty as normal bacon unless you eat pork. It's double bad. True. Email send. Have a good stream. I will read it later tonight. Thank you, Dylan. Oh man, everyone is here. Hi everyone. Everyone say hi to Specs. What was I doing? Oh, that's right. I was doodling around with this part. So it feels like we're starting to shape a lot of the basic parts. I actually started doing that without noticing. Maybe before continuing we should explore the wood and also make a save. God, I forgot to save, so there we go, it's saved. I'm gonna need to get the bigger screen to read the chat. Sometimes I read it here on my second monitor, but if I have something in the way, I read it on my phone, but my phone is like tiny. Hi there! Seriously, Advance. How much did you miss today? Wow. Not too much. Not too much, depends on what you mean. I haven't got that far with the mesh, unfortunately. Just doodling around with it. When it comes to what we've been talking about, a lot. There's been different subjects going on. You were playing some old Battlefield today. You should play the new one. I think all the devs would appreciate if you played the new game instead of the old one. How many planks can there be? It's 1, 2, 1 at the top. I guess what we should do is should probably smooth a little bit. before we start sketching at it. Why is it subdividing to 7 million polys? Did Zbrush freak out again? Played. Oh, you play 5 as well. You're looking for some nostalgia. Alright. Play Battlefield 5 or I will kick your ass out of the stream. By the way, I got farther into the application process, I think, but still I'm so confused and I have no clue where I am right now. That sounds like a regular application process. Oh, the dynamic isn't... Didn't even notice I had dynamic ongoing. Problem solved with the weird lagginess in here. Alright. But yeah, I mean, applying for jobs can be tricky and weird. So, I understand that you're confused. You can send me a private message about it later if there's something you don't wanna write in chat. You gotta go, Wrong. Well, thank you for popping by, Wrong. Have a good night, sleep tight, and see you next time. Yeah, I need to wait for whatever kind of email I can expect now. Don't know when it's coming, don't know if it's coming at all. We will see. Right. Okay. Well, fingers crossed and hoping for the best. But if you don't get replies, you can always, you know, send a reminder email as well. This is 1, 2, 3. And then this one, number 4. Maybe I shouldn't have made this plank so broad. Whoopsie. And also I should have turned on Storm More Fear so I don't have to refill it. Nothing much happened really. Chatted with Bernd again and he said that he will have a chat with the sign line. And he wished me good luck again. So you have no clue what's happening. Oh, okay. Okay, then I guess just wait and see. You also played today for junior position. Wish me luck. I am going to wish you both the very best of luck. And I hope you get the replies you want to get. But applying for jobs in general can be tricky and daunting, and you're like, when they don't reply, even if it's the first email, you're sitting there being like, did I write something stupid? Shouldn't I have should I've written it another way? Would I have a better chance if I made it like this, and like all the worries in the world, kinda. At least for me. Ugh, I hate sending those applications. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Ah, okay. I made a little bit more planks. Whatever. We're gonna stick with it. Since we already made more on the top, it's just fair. Oh, you never applied for a job and you're dreading your first time specs. Aw. Well, it feels like butterflies in the stomach. No, it's not too horrible, but you know, it's daunting. That's kind of it, and you're nervous and stuff. Now that you're lead, you have to interview and all that. We already done that. I haven't done that, you know, in this job at DICE, but I have made interviews before, even if I'm not a lead. So it depends on what type of work you are doing, I guess. And yeah, sometimes you sit in as a regular artist as well, because I mean, eventually they're gonna be your co-worker. So it's but I haven't been in an interview with anyone at DICE, at least. I don't know who will decide now if something was already decided yet. Would have been amazing if Byrne would have given me a tad bit more intel. I think it might be that he don't wanna, you know, give false promises, or you know, maybe he doesn't know himself, so that's why he didn't give you more information. It's better to like keep it short in that sense. Really, the interviewers don't eat your soul. I must say, for me, the part that felt the most relaxing, or not relaxing, but you know, the least stressful, was actually being in the interview, because it's more like if you send your application, you write stuff, you make art tests or whatever tests and stuff, like that's a lot of procedure where you feel like you don't really know, you can fail during this time, like if, you know, writing and rewriting and reading and like everything a couple of times that you've like written down in emails, or like sending stuff back and forth. That for me is more stressful. But once you're in the interview, you kind of already shown that, you know, you're good. So now they just want to make sure that you're not a maniac. So it's really, that's kind of what most of the interview is all about, like seeing if you fit into the group dynamic, if your personality would fit, if you have any other interests, like just in general to see that you are who you say you are and stuff. So that's why for me that felt like, okay, you already have like the foot in, now just don't act crazy. And until this point, I haven't acted crazy, I hope, or I guess, or maybe I have, but I haven't like failed an interview. So for me, those feel like the best part of the application process. So it's really just the before that is like you don't know. Yeah, just be yourself in interviews and make sure to do some homework on who you will be chatting with, as OC Diva wrote. That's really it with that. So oh, you want to know what he told the line manager? Yeah, he talked to him, or maybe gossiped about me, you never know. This is what I mean. This is the stressful part with applying. You don't know. It's like, what's happening over there? it's tricky because they want to test you and you're not sure about the things you've done. Sometimes those questions are stress tests. Yeah, I guess. Maybe I never noticed. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate the follow. Yeah, some studios have stress test questions, and but I mean, if you're comfortable in your craft or like what you know and stuff, and also are honest, if you don't know the answer, it's better to say I don't know, but I would love to learn more about it, or if I don't know an answer to something, I would always find out and then, you know, take example on how you would solve the, like, finding out how to find the answer. Never lie or try and feel like, oh, but they want, I must impress them. Like, they really just want honest opinion, and like some of them are tricky questions, just to see if you know what you're talking about, or if you can actually be honest and be like, I don't know this, so I need to research. So personality is a big thing in the application process. I heard, keep in mind that you will work at least 40 hours per week next to these people. If you're not a cultural fit, you will be rejected. Yeah, but usually if you're not a crazy person, you would fit in. And also, it's not like you're looking for people who are exactly like yourself in the team. You want to have like diversity in there, so it's not like they're gonna be like, you know, if they're party people, that they're gonna look for only party people. It's more like, can we actually be co-workers and do our job together? It's more like that, what they're looking for. Don't be thrown if some studios do tryout period. Like I was saying, they want to make sure you're good fit, work-wise and culturally. Yeah, very true. But yeah, I think that this part where you're going through seriously advanced and like captain as well, like with applying the first contact back and forth, that's the most stressful part because you don't want to screw things up. That's at least how I felt. Everyone feels different, of course. But for me, it felt like the worst part was over when they invite you to an interview. Then it's like, oh, okay. Just don't be a crazy person and dance on the table, or, you know, drink coffee from your nose, or, you know, something weird. Try to talk normally and in decent pacing. Then it would be probably alright. Oh, we're missing this part on that side. But almost all the pieces are there, except for the ugly back part. Right. No table dance party. No, it's usually not appreciated. Unless they ask you to do it, I guess. I like how this became an impromptu career coaching session. Yeah, that's what happens here sometimes. Coaching, mentoring, learning stuff from each other. Sometimes people coach me as well, being like, you should press that button, and like, this is how you do this trick in Zbrush. It's very nice. Even in my small unit groups, I have people which are just lazy or unfocused, chat in crunch hours, etc. And man, it sucks. I love to work with people that are passionate as me. Makes sense. But you know, you need to take breaks as well, and shouldn't really crunch. I was more stressed waiting for the answer than in the interview I did last week. Yeah, the waiting moments are the stressful ones. So waiting for, like, did the interview go well is also stressful. Yeah, trying something out there and even though if it will ever get an answer, or if it just went through. Yeah, sometimes some studios, like if it's just like a general application, can take weeks and months before you hear something. That's also a bit, wow, oh, they answered. Calling is always a great thing, in my opinion. A mail can be deleted with one click, a phone call cannot be hung up so easy. Well, I guess it depends. I mean, it doesn't hurt to call and talk and ask questions, but when it comes to applying, you should always have it in, email. Oh, one of your projects will be exhibited at Berlin Games Week? Cool! Congratulations on that. That's awesome. Berlin Game Week? Is it like, for indie developer in general, or is it, because it's locally play co-op? 3 months later after you got a different job. Aww. Seems like there's a story to this, Kevin. Oh, a coworker. Right. I mean, if it's a good job, maybe it wasn't a loss. More for indies, since Berlin Science is primarily indies. Would love to have AA peeps there as well, but oh well. Well, indie studios, they can have like AA peoples in them, so I mean, you might meet people who worked in bigger companies before. It's not uncommon for a lot of people to go indie after being in a big corporate place for a long while. That's the case here, at least. A lot of the indie companies we have here is like people who worked in the industry for like 15 years and then they start their own smaller companies. It ended good for him. I got him a full-time job here. I stole him. That sounds great. You stole him. That's good. Steal people to EA. Oh, the wood. See how absent-minded I am? The wood. Did I? Yeah, I did a sketch. I did sketch it. There's a wood eye there. Already got a good feeling to let random people play it. It's a first for me, really. Oh, well, make sure to take note and listen to feedback and stuff. It's can be very eye-opening what people experience and tell you about when they're trying out games. I guess we're gonna make some kind of like swirly thing here. Oh, that looked weird. Should we have it more straight and then? Yeah, well, that's right. Can always erase it again. It's just a sketch anyway. See if we want to have it like this. Which I don't know We want to have the wood dye more in the middle. Bye bye. Remove it. I always forget to turn on the morph brush. Should do that. This is nice, you snapped him up. Your next semester is starting like 3 weeks. Oh yeah, vacation before that. Next semester? You have like, you don't have summer and winter semesters? Planning for the new project. Got some damn nice ideas for it already. Sounds like you're very confident. That's nice. Some stuff totally out of scope, but I would love to realize some of them at some point. It's good to be passionate and have some like projects that you really, you know, are eager to make. Summer semester started in March. Oh, but classes starts in April. Okay. I think we have like spring and autumn semester here only. No, wait, we have summer as well for uni. But for high school it's closed during summer. So yeah, I think the wood dye would fit there better. Gonna make it in a similar fashion as for the crossbow to, you know, do some extrusion out for the wood. To have like silhouette break up here. It's just not like flat. I think that would be cool. Suck at art. I was mainly good at game design and tech art and UI. There's a game you found that you thought I would like to check out. Little Devil Inside. Let's have a look together. The Little Devil Inside is a story about college professor who investigates paranormal activities with you. Okay. Is it made in Korea? Oh, it's like low polygonal art. That's really cute. They have a lot of information. Oh, I like this art style. That's super cool. That's really cute. I don't know what the game is about, but I love the art style. You haven't seen that forever. You mean you've seen this game before? I haven't. Oh, cool. Look at these animations. The trailer is great. I was like, what is it? I like it. The style. Not sure about the gameplay, but I would definitely check it out. Oh, they make it in Unity. That's cool. I'm like, if the art style is, you know, unpleasant for the eye, I can't play the game. It needs to be something that is like, you know, that you like to play it, inviting. I did play Stanley Parable though, but that was because it was hilarious. But otherwise it was like, damn ugly. Adorable, yeah. They're snappy. I'm gonna give them a watch, yeah. I'm gonna check it out. Let's see, what time is it? It's 11:30 for me, so I should probably go to bed, because I'm gonna go up in in 6 hours. No, 5 hours and 45 minutes. I need to go up. I'm gonna brace myself for this. Well, with that said, it's late again, yes, man. It's really late. This, well, you know, the reason why I have a Fitbit was to manage my sleeping pattern a bit better and sleep more. It's not really working. It makes me feel bad. I'm like looking in the app being like, yep, 5 hours, 6 hours. Ooh, I actually got 6 hours, that's nice. And then it's like 5 hours again. And then it's weekend, it's like 10 hours. So it's very inconsistent. Last recommendation for me tonight. I will check it out once I'm off stream. Well, thanks for everyone for tuning in, and glad to see that so many people are here and keeping me company and joining in. So I will see you on Thursday. It's Thursday stream this week as well, so we'll continue in this one. So have a good night rest or a good day for everyone that's awake, and see you on Thursday. And with that, I'm gonna go to my end screen. So bye bye people, and thanks again.